Well, a lot of people quit Aeon because of it in the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were like, oh well, it has it's full, chock full of gold farmers and stuff like that, and selling stuff. And
true, but it was also new. Everything that just comes out is going to have that. And Aeon is, I actually do believe Aeon is kind of overpowering themselves and just booting people automatically before they even ask. But, at least I know that if my account is being hacked, it's shut down immediately.
Exactly.
Like it was before. I mean, they shut it down. None of my stuff was taken. Nothing was off my character because of the fact they did that.
Yeah.
And they're coming out with security, and that when you log into your character, now you have to put in an extra code to actually get on your account.
Which is stupid, and it makes me mad that I had to do that shit.
Which you only hear it once, for that session. So if you go to character session,
it's annoying.
I think it's cool.
It's annoying though, where I had to go through, and I mean it's all right, but where it randomizes the fucking numbers and shit like that. So I mean, I guess it's getting rid of the PC shit of the.
Think of it as an authenticator for your WoW.
Yeah.
I think this is better than the authenticator because you'd have to either have it mobile or you buy a keychain thing. You hit the button. Okay, there's the code. Log in. Type that code in. I think this is better than an authenticator because you know the code every time, but the numbers like randomized, so you're like, oh, it's not the same spot anymore, so I have to think about it for a minute.
Yeah, it's all right. It drives me insane there. It really does. I don't want. I typed in a password. I want to get into my game. I don't want to do another password to get into my game. So. But I can't believe these people went to jail for this shit. Good. More power to them.
What country was this in the United States?
No, I'm sorry.
Where was this located
in the United States?
No, they don't. They live in China.
Holy shit!
So apparently that kind of services aren't illegal or aren't legal in China because I saw someone saying in the chat that all that stuff was legal in China. So I don't know now.
I think they need to do it.
It was legal in China?
No, it's illegal in China.
Okay.
I figured it was legal in China because they always get away with it.
No, they do not. They don't play with that stuff. When they, no.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's I hate gold farmers. They fuck up everything. They fuck up in-game economies, which pisses me off completely. And it means that some little ass bag can go around and get the best sword of the game because he has the money to do it. Fuck that. No, you play the game.
On WoW, I earn my gold. With Cataclysm, all the quests, the new quests you do, you get a decent amount of gold, so that builds up, and then the stuff you get off loots, that sells for quite a bit. When you're first starting, people just get depressed, and you're like, oh dude, I really need my gold. I don't want to sit here with 3 copper in my bank. Grow up, level to 85, and then earn some gold the nice and old-fashioned way, because if you buy gold, you're just a retard WoW fanboy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't like WoW to the extent of buying gold to get the edge. I want to do it the old-fashioned way.
I agree.
I mean, that's what I do. I mean, I spend hours gathering on Aeon, and I don't mind helping people out because we did have a Legion mate that did buy gold. Her account did get banned, and we sat there, and me and Hirachi both gave her money. Here, take this. Don't worry about it. Same thing. With you, Hirachi gave you money, and I did the same thing with Adam. When Adam got on, I decked him out in gear, and I gave him money, and I bought him Stigma.
Yeah, I was like, you guys were telling me to expand my cube. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, can't expand it anymore because I don't have money. Hirachi comes out, here you go, here's 1 million, whatever you want to call it, your currency. I can't remember the name of it. I was like, oh, thanks, man.
Kenna.
Yeah.
Or Kena.
And I was like, thanks, man, and so yeah.
Yeah, so he was gonna give you a mil, and then I was gonna give you a mil.
You have in different MMOs, you have to find that right guild/legion that are friendly and willing to help you out. You don't have to go out and buy these stuff. You can, for leveling services, you've got that within your legion and guilds. Like, hey, does anyone want to quest with me? Let's level up together. Okay, there is your leveling service. Your gold or if you have friends that love you so much and would chip in to help, there's your gold bond. Or you don't really bind it, but you're getting it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of people buying gold and shit like that. If they do it, they're dick faces, and they need to be taken care of. And they need to be booted from the game. So I'm all for that shit. I'm completely all for that shit.
But you gotta watch out on Aeon right now, because they do watch. Like, say if I were to give you more than a certain amount, and I was to trade you, say, 5 mil, my account's gonna get banned, because it's gonna look like I'm a gold seller. So you've got to be real careful on how much you trade people. So I'm going to tell you that right now.
That kind of hurts, like, a little bit, too. You know what I mean? It's like, I understand what they're doing, but yet there's being way too cautious.
Yeah, they're doing it overboard. They're banning good players because of it. Players that have nothing to do with anything about that. But as soon as they suspect anything like that, your account's banned.
Honestly, I think that's wrong. If you suspect someone of gold selling, if they're trading a lot, you need to approach them. You need to find out what they're in. If they're in a guild/legion and they've been there for a while, and the person they're trading with has been there for a while, you should know that they're friends. They're just helping each other out. Blah blah blah. Jumping to conclusions is the dumbest thing you can ever do, especially in the MMO world. Once you jump to conclusions, the MMO is no longer fun. It's like, oh well, you're a gold seller, so I'm not gonna mess with you. If you're just gonna give me 1,000 gold out of it, I'm not gonna mess with you. So you're banned. Blah blah blah. No, it's horrible.
Yeah, I mean, if they can track that kind of activity, then they should be able to tell who's gold sellers and who aren't.
Honestly, yeah.
I don't spend $5 farming just to be banned.
I think they have the technology to see, like, the server size. Like, oh, this person's been a member, has been playing Ion for this long, so I don't know why he would just all of a sudden start selling gold out of the blue.
Yeah, it's they need to do a little bit more research on it completely.
Don't get me wrong, it's a great game. I like it. You guys finally got me to play it, and I like it. So
I love the game.
Oh wow! Did he just say he liked Aeon? Wow.
Yeah, we're getting a lot more.
Over the dark side, Reggie.
We're getting a lot more people playing it. But speaking of going to the dark side, how about if you didn't have to pay for an MMO, and that MMO would be called Guild Wars 2? And the big question is what is the PvP like on Guild Wars 2? They're wondering if it's going to be a lot of arena-based stuff. Well, a little bit of so what they know about the PvP is that it's going to be world versus world, aka server versus server. Also, there's going to be like they're going to have like the same structure system that they used to have with the like players can come in, like go in matches, come in matches, go as they please, making a system of hot joinables, which is a joinable matches where you can drop in, drop out. But the thing is that the overall question is they're wondering about, people are really wondering about this world versus world thing, about how it works and, what it all comes down to. So, anybody had any clue, any ideas of possibly how this might work?
Oh, the server versus server?
Yeah. So, Roger, you heard anything?
Alright, well, I'm going to take this in because I'm going to compare this to WoW's new dungeon system, which I know I hate dungeons, but with World of Warcraft, when Wrath, I think it was in the middle of the release of Wrath, towards the beginning of this year, maybe last year, they incorporated a new dungeon queue system. You would queue for a dungeon, and it would look for members of the WoW community, not just that realm, but all the realms. And when they found a group, they would group you with those people, whatever realm they're from. You can talk to them, blah, blah, blah. You just can't be friends with them because they're from a different realm, but you can do the dungeon and go. Same thing might happen this way. I really don't know how they'll, instantly. You said something about joining and rejoining, like joining and dropping out.
Right. They're going to have the random pickup games. Like they've said, it's going to be, it'll use the same game as the modes across pickup, random, and tournament plays that everybody's used to from the first one.
Alright, so basically I can see it being like sort of like a queue system where he's like, all right, I just want to join a random thing. You join this, you queue up, and you're like, okay, we'll send you to the next one we find. Bam, you're in there. There's people from different servers there, and there's your PvP. Like there's your match. That might be the way they do it. I don't know. They might have some other different way they would do it. That's the only thing that's coming to my mind right now is a queue system.
Yeah, another thing they were talking about is also the skill level cap is now 80, which
what it used to be.
It used to be 20.
Ew.
Yeah, so it was really low, but I mean it took a while to get there to it for 20. But I mean it didn't take too long. That's what was crazy. Also, they're talking about the tournaments and stuff like that. And
so is Guild Wars moving to the point where they want? It seems like when you say tournaments, are they trying to get a competitive edge for players within their game?
They always have. They've always had that competitive edge. Like Guild Wars was a very competitive game, and still is. The thing that they're trying to get to now is they're trying to get to the point now where they make a kind of make it where it's an open world kind of thing, where there's world events and shit like that, where you have big, huge, massive battles, which sounds awesome to me. That's where the world versus world thing comes in. So I can't wait to see how this works. So we'll definitely see.
You know, I wonder if people is going to get a bonus for. I mean, I've always wanted to take this into consideration. You know how you have Guild Wars 1,
right?
And you have your character. I bet people are wishing that they would some way. Maybe they do, and I haven't heard about it. Some way they can incorporate their Guild Wars 1 or anything like that character into the second one.
And be able to do stuff like that. I don't think they're going to do that. It's going to be a totally different world, but it would be cool. Like a veteran system.
Exactly. Like you get awarded.
They had that with actually with EverQuest 2. They had a veteran system with that. So it was pretty neat. But Raji, what is your next story?
All right, this is not what I can. This is not from us, so don't get us wrong. Don't criticize us. This is actually a story that I found. It's actually the best and worst of 2010 MMOs. So yeah, let's get started. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of each. There's 4 bests and worst. So let's get started. One of the worst, the APB Crash and Burn.
I agree.
Yeah, really, I wanted to try this game. People said that it had a great character creation system, but the gameplay didn't live up to its expectations at all. And they said that it should have been free to play from the beginning, which I also agree. The best, the freemium model development, which is the greatest idea I've ever heard of. Some people don't like it because that gives players a chance to buy a better weapon, but they're gearing it towards. They're saying that the upcoming games, like I've seen some games where the freemium model, you can buy that weapon, the best weapon. However, people who doesn't buy it can also get it themselves,
right.
which is awesome because I'm not going to fork out $10 to get the best weapon. I'd just rather just earn it myself, even if I have to go through hell and high water to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's times where it's like, with me, I work a lot and stuff like that, and maybe sometimes, it would help me with that, have that extra edge to do stuff, so.
Alright. The worst, it involves an MMO that I hate really badly. I don't care if it is free to play. It's a suck. It's a rip-off. It's Alloy's Online. The debacle. Apparently, I'm trying to read through here what the problem was. Apparently the whole cash shop screw up happened, and they ruined their chances at being one of the first strictly free to play titles to garner a rather large following. So basically, what happened there? Their cash shop was supposed to be in-game currency. You earn things in-game and use that to buy stuff from the cash shop. They ended up changing that to where you forked out cash out of your pocket to buy stuff. And that's what made people mad. And they said that this would have been a great free-to-play title had a cash shop remain what it used to be. So
And what they
you know,
did is they probably got looking at the overall of being able to do the game and